But today I'm going to explain 3 main steps to pole vaulting that's hopefully, if you ever try it, it will keep you from dying, like those other 18 people. Now, the very first step to pole vaulting is the approach. And each one of these 3 steps is divided into about 3 or 4 main little sublevels. The first sublevel of the approach is learning how to hold the pole. Now, I don't have a pole with me because it's kind of hard to carry around a 12-foot long object through the school. But whenever you first start out with pole vaulting, you're going to want to stand the pole straight up, right beside you vertically. And you're going to want to reach up as high as you can with your dominant hand. For me, that's my right hand. Then, once you have that spot, you're going to take the pole out, and you're going to move your hands up 3 hand lengths on the pole. Then you're going to take your non-dominant hand and put it about a little bit more than shoulder widths apart and hold it like that. Then, the second part of holding that is whenever you run with the pole, you're going to want to keep a tight grip with your right hand and a loose grip with your left hand. And you're going to spin like this with your wrist and let the pole spin around in your left hand. So that you're going to bring your right hand down to your hip and your left hand up like this. So the pole should be running this way across your body. Now the second little sub-level to the approach is learning how to run. Whenever you're running as fast as you can with a 12 to 13 long object in your hand, it's going to move all over the place. And if you're running trying to hold it without moving, your run is going to be very awkward and not effective. So whenever you run, you want to try to be able to move your shoulders, because whenever you run, studies show that most of your momentum and speed comes from your shoulders and moving like this. So you're going to want to keep your shoulders moving, but while the pole is trying to move as least as it can. Because if it's shaking all over the place, it's going to move your body. The third step to the approach is knowing how far back to start your run. Each person's different because each person is different size. For me, I'm tall. For someone like Zoe, they're short. So it just depends on your size where you need to start back. So keeping that same grip that I already explained to you how to climb, you're going to go up to the box, which is where you put the pole. You're going to go up and plant your pole and walk up to where your dominant arm is directly above you like this. And then you're going to take the pole out and keep your feet planted and spin 180 degrees and face the opposite way. Now with your non-dominant foot, for me that's my left, I'm going to keep that foot planted and move my right foot back, and then I'm going to start running. Whenever you start out pole vaulting, you probably want to start with about 3 steps. And your steps marks out every time your non-dominant foot hits the ground. So if my right foot's back, my first step's going to be with my right foot, but it's not going to start counting until your non-dominant foot hits the ground. Then, once you know how to mark your steps, you know all the steps to the approach. The next step is how to plant the pole. Whenever you're running, as you approach the box, you're going to want to move your left arm down and your right arm up, and you're going to want to snap it up very fast. If you do it too slow, you'll miss your chance, and if you do it too soon, you're going to be running half the time like this. So whenever you snap your arms up, you're going to want to keep your arms as straight as you can. You're going to bring the end of the pole down, and it'll hit the box. And the way the boxes are designed, they're slanted on all sides, so that no matter where the pole hits, it's going to go down to the very bottom of it. Whenever your arms are straightened, it's going to pull you back. So you just have to keep your arms locked out, and you're going to have to keep running and follow through. Whenever you follow through, if you do it correctly, the pole's going to bend, which is what's going to bring you up. Now that you know how to approach and how to plant, the very last step is how to turn and follow through with your swing. Whenever you plant the pole, you're going to drive your dominant leg up into the air as hard as you can, trying to bring it to your chest. That is going to help you get up off the ground, and then after that, you're going to bring your non-dominant leg up and swing it up with you to try to get it equal to your dominant leg. This is going to help you be able to curl your body up, and you'll see in my video, it's hard to explain it, but once you see it, you'll understand it. It's going to bring your body up and curl. Then whenever you're curled, you're going to be you should be mainly upside down. You're gonna straighten up vertically where you are completely upside down. And then since the bend in the pole is gonna push you up, it'll push you up. And that's whenever have you guys ever been in like a canoe or a kayak and you've had to paddle, Well, pole vaulting is kind of the same thing. You're going to take your pole vault and row it, and that's gonna help you be able to turn your body. Then you're gonna let go with your bottom hand and hold on to your top hand so you can push the pole away from you once you go over the bar. Then, all that's left is for you to fall down and hopefully land on the mat. I have seen a few cases where people go straight up and right back down into the box, and that's very not good. Alright, we can hold it there. Here you can see how she holds the pole and takes her step back to start her run. As she's running up, the pole's moving a little bit, but not too much. And there she's pretty much upside down as she goes over the bar. She lets go with the bottom hand and holds on with the top. And she does it one